Hi, I'm Iris Singh from Hamburg, Germany, and I'm a business story architect. And you might think, what is a business story architect? And this is my SOMBA Kickstart story because I developed this term together with Sigrun short before the course in the summer. And I hesitated to really go into that course because I thought it must be a bit stressy and I want to have my holidays together with my husband. And it turned out so well because I was born in summer and I have energy in summer. And finally, the participants in my course loved to see me traveling on a journey and showing a different world, because I was for 25 years in corporate as an architect for shopping centers. And there was a situation with my team where a great change came. You know, even when you are in a corporate and in a company that you really love, where you can do what you want to do, you love what you do, a company can never give you everything in life that you need to fulfill your purpose. And I want to tell you the story. And I was in a room celebrating with my team to finalize the phase that we had together. And I knew that I had to go to another team after the weekend. And we celebrated. I had some champagne there, some snacks there. And I kind of waited of something, a gesture from the team to me as a person, as their leader. And there was nothing. And then a colleague came up to me with an envelope in her hand and she said, "Iris." And I thought, now there is something coming. And she said, "Iris, my chorus is in the church on Sunday. If you want to participate, buy a ticket." And I felt tears coming up in all that disappointment. And I had to leave the room. I had to go. And I drove home and I sat down on the terrace with my legs up on another chair. And I thought, Iris, if this was the last day in the company and you are on for retirement, what would you do tomorrow? And there came up the idea, I want a space in my life where I can make my own decision, where I don't have to do what someone else's in corporate or in the hierarchy says is the next thing. This is the future, we have to change, we have to adapt. And I started a side business. I called myself a sidepreneur. And in 2018, with the first SOMBA Kickstart Summer School, Sigrun and we had a hot seat, and she combined all the things of my retail history, being an architect, and the new book that came out about story brands, and we kind of created this business story architect. And storytelling is so my heart, you know. I love books, I love films, I love to go into the stories of other people, into the hero's journey, and I dived into that topic. And I came out with that in SOMBA Summer School and called my course, Your Story is Your Business. And there were two meanings about that. Your story is your business is you find your story and your why, your brand story for your business in your biographical story, and to deal with your story is your business, because we all know we have heroines' journeys. We had situations in our lives where something came up that we had to overcome. And telling this story to a client and to have a connection, and with the story that I had, being in corporate and turning into a sidepreneur and now being a full-time entrepreneur, my clients realize, there is a connection, and they connect to me. And this is a bond, a very strong bond. And You know, we had a crisis in 2020. In March 2020, I went with my team into home office because of the sea crisis. They got on short term. I had to do a lot of things that I didn't do before as a leader. And we had the situation that the shopping centers closed, that the tenants didn't pay the loans, that the investors stopped the projects, and there was no work. There was no work in a company that for over 25 years was always outstanding in the European market with their development and their growth. No one could believe that this is true, but it became true. And my department closed. There was a change going on, and we had a new structure, and I could have had a job there, but to be honest, the feeling was I had a plan when I go out of this company with 60, you know, and then I had the feeling the time is now. I have to leave earlier and to have to step into my own entrepreneurship. And the the Kickstart course, Your Story is Your Business, is today in my business, you know. I help women to become a brand authority based on their biographical stories and tell their stories in the business. And you all know how exhausting content creation is. This nonsense content creation, you have to tick this and that and save this and that, and this is so stressful. And I have another way. I have a way of telling stories. And in this summer, we went to Denmark, we went to Manchester. I was on a great concert with Rag & Bone Man, and all the people in my course, there were over 200 women. They loved what I did. And I got a lot of testimonials. And then there was a situation where I was afraid because my money mindset was not really good. And this was an unpaid course, and Sigrun said to me, how much do you want to take for the upsell? And I said, 400? Sigrun, ooh! And then I said, okay. In the moment in my sales webinar, I had a program, a customer's journey for them, and I said, 1,000 euros, is it for 8 weeks? And everybody was shocked, even me was a bit shocked that I really did I say it. And 5 people bought, and this was 5,000 euros. And this turned everything around. I realized that I have to believe in myself, and Sigrun believed in me a long time before that. She knew that, she saw that, and this was the moment, and I'm grateful until today that I did that. And I was a bit hesitant, because when I had to decide to work with Sigrun, I knew this woman will kick me with tough love, and there I had to be committed to do that. And if you think about, if you do SOMBA Kickstart, it is like going into a box for some weeks, following a process, coming out of the mind into the heart, serving people, and change into an entrepreneur. And I really can recommend this for you, and I hope you will have a journey that you really love.